So as we decided last session, our Uma, she knows her crew worked ridiculously hard. There was a great payout for it, and she decided you all deserve a break. And this is what happens when the GM asks one of the characters what she wants to do for the next game session. Because she wants to take all of you guys to a pleasure planet.
Wee-hoo.
So first things first, someone volunteered to roll me a D100.
All right.
I'll blame it on us now. Great.
See, this buys me time to clear the dice pool.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 53. Take whichever one's better for us.
I'll take whichever one rolled first, because that's the way I roll. Or does someone else want to take control of the group?
Yeah,
I mean, I really do like what came up because it's really bad that I sense a pattern in what obligations are constantly coming up.
Oh, God damn it.
So
that'd be better than mine, so
I did clear the destiny pool, by the way, if you guys want to force an update. If you don't see it as 0-0, then go ahead and roll your light side, dark side. But the obligation that came up today is Uma in regards to servitude.
It's always Uma.
it's better than a bunch of ganks showing up on the pleasure planet. Whoops, hit the wrong thing.
I mean, that's the one I was really hoping would come up, is a bunch of ganks on a pleasure planet. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
We're off to a good start. Don't fuck it up.
No, we're not.
Gotta have a couple. Can't have all good on the planet.
Gotta have some balance.
There's villain and larceny on the planet.
Aren't those two NPCs?
Yeah, I just saw the ganks showing up. I'm like, this is not going to be good.
They still can. They still can.
I hope they do. I hope they do.
Yeah.
Analyze your situation.
If we would have
Okay.
it would have impacted me, so.
So I do have a quick question for Uma, because you guys all have tickets to go to Zeltros, to Vashin Paradise.
So how long does it take us to get here?
So you guys pretty much have a nice week-long hyperspace jump to get here. So there is time for you guys to spend experience and do any things that you need to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I do have a quick question for Uma.
Mm-hmm.
So those tickets that you scored for the crew, 4 all paid tickets, how did you procure those? Did you use, what skill, let's say, did you use? Did you deceive some mama and pa out of their tickets?
Okay, hold on. Let me check.
I'll let you you look at your skills, and you tell me what skill you use to get your tickets, Corbin Dallas. And what?
Charm.
So you charmed tickets. There's basically a nice little booth saying, win these 4 all expense paid tickets to Valtros Paradise. So do me a favor, just for giggles, because I like giggles. You like giggles. Everybody likes giggles. Oh, by the way, guys, she might be bursting out into giggles randomly today because she got her horseman's. See, like that. She got the Headless Horseman's mount in World of Warcraft just a few minutes ago.
Nice.
After
I've been trying to get it for 14 years.
Oh my gosh.
I finally got it.
I'm totally not sour that it didn't drop for me yet. I'm just saying. I also have been trying 14 years. It's soon to be 15.
Wow.
So go ahead and
Nice.
give me a charm roll, because I'm just interested to see how good you were in charming about this.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
As she sweet talked this great contest and then provided it to her team as a bonus check, basically. She's like, "You guys worked hard. Here, we need to go Zeltron." Why is Uma flipping the light side? Wow.
Wow.
So quickly, you might have waited for me to click the upgrade button there for you.
Yeah, you didn't get,
well-
your extra dice.
I'll still take that light side. I like that. So you are really good at getting first top of the line. You guys have all the Vegas style upgrades to this pleasure planet, which has a horrible reputation of actually making you go there and relax. To the point of droids will keep hitting you up to see what is your thing, so they can make sure you have a nice pleasurable time.
Oh boy.
The Philippines. All right.
All right.
So until you're happy, they're not happy.
Oh boy.
Well,
I can
expenses
just
paid.
reprogram them.
Yeah, since you did win the contest, it was all expenses paid,
Wow.
which is even more terrifying that you're telling the crew they get free food.
Well, all expenses, so food and drink.
Woohoo!
It's okay. It's simulated alcohol.
Before actually getting to said pleasure planet, at some point on our lovely week-long trip out here, could I perhaps pull Janong aside and say, "Hey, Janong, I've got this lovely double-bladed lightsaber here, and I would love it if you could split it in half for me." So that I have one lightsaber with the crystal, and if you could save the other half of it as an empty lightsaber hilt, that would be the perfect outcome for me.
I can try.
He wants it functional. Wow.
Yeah, I want one side of it functional. The other side doesn't have to be functional, but one piece needs to be functional.
I can try.
Excellent.
That's only usually like a hard roll, right?
Yeah.
The one time
you work with lightsabers, like, all the time.
Anything I could do to assist him?
You could attempt to assist him and explain that, hey, I know no sense, but in the Force it totally works. And that way he gets a blue die.
Yes, I want to give him a blue die. I want to give him several blue dice.
Because you're basically walking him through deconstructing a dual-bladed lightsaber and making it a single lightsaber.
Yeah,
Hey,
totally.
Let's give him that light side point that we didn't use.
All of a sudden, he does not want Jannog putting the lightsaber through his eye socket.
Right?
I do want some cybernetics. I mean,
Yeah, but not that way.
Yeah, it
True.
probably won't stop just at the eyeball.
Daddy
Oh,
needs a new
damn.
pair of eye sockets.
If you're really hell-bent on removing an eye with a lightsaber, allow me to do it a little bit more delicately. Don't accidentally turn on the lightsaber in your eye.
Right. Oh boy.
Okay, so
Are you ready for this roll there?
yep, I'm ready for the roll. Are you ready for the roll? I mean,
I'm closing my damn eyes. Tell me when it's
We
over.
both can't close our eyes, man.
Yeah, you need to click the button, so I'm keeping my eyes closed.
right,
totally,
I know.
the Jedi is closing her eyes because she's using the Force to help you. All of a sudden, you're working on it. I'm getting a second light side point. By the way, I already had one because you guys said you were using the one that Kelly used.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I'll be nice and bring balance back to the Force there.
there we go. Okay.
I already had that upgrade in there for you.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm at the
here we
other
go.
end of the ship when it blows up.
When it
Ha!
blows up.
I did a great
Wow.
Holy shit! I love you, Janong.
job.
So you've got
Great job.
you've got 3 advantage there. What would you like to use the advantage on? Would you like to do so for? I'll go ahead and list them off. So the 3 advantage to burn it quickly. For that lightsaber, you could make it disguised, which adds a setback dice to other characters' checks to identify the lightsaber hilt when not ignited. So it's kind of got some clunky parts that don't look lightsabery, so it looks like it could be anything on the old utility belt. There's counterweight that increases the lightsaber's encumbrance, but it loses unwieldy if it had it. So basically, you could make the lightsaber dual bladed, but without the unwieldy. But that one that gains cumbersome, so it's
Yeah.
kind of eh. For 2 advantage, you could add lightweight, which reduces its encumbrance by 1. It just means you refined it. So let's see. There's also two-handed. If you want to make a single-bladed lightsaber two-handed, you can increase the weapon's damage by 1 and encumbrance by 2, but it requires 2 hands to wield constantly, which wouldn't help dual wielding.
No.
Let's see. That's the big ones. For 3 or Triumph, you could add customizable, which gives +1 hard point. You could give it delicate balance, which can lose the cumbersome quality but gains unwieldy, basically swaps agility for strength. Or personalized design, when the crafter makes a successful lightsaber check with this weapon and succeeds to add a success to the results. Add a threat to lightsaber checks other characters make with this lightsaber. So basically, you do like Count Dooku and make the fencing saber just to her grip. That's actually a cool one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I think that one would probably be the best one for her, right?
Yeah, well, that first one sounded pretty okay too, but that one sounds.
Yeah, the 2 together.
So you could either get customizable +1 hard point, or the personalized design, which gives, if you succeed, an extra success. So it's always a +1 point.
Let's do that, because as a dual wield, the way it works with my with it being linked is, in order to get the second attack, I need to have 2 successes.
Now remember, that success will only count for that saber, though. But for linked, you need 2 advantages for the second weapon to hit.
Oh, 2 advantages now. Okay, my bad. I thought it was two successes. It's
but
2
that
advantage.
will mean that your second lightsaber always does +1 damage.
That would be badass.
Okay, I'll post it in the notes real quick. Let me pull up Roll20. It's a good thing I conveniently know where to go for a nice handy-dandy online list of lightsaber modifications.
Right.
So the rulebooks webpage is down, it seems.
Actually, the mysterious page you're speaking of, you have to actually go to their base page, because the author of the page puts some spiel that you have to read. And once you read it, you can go to the bottom of that and then go to books, magazines, yada yada yada. I noticed that in yesterday's game, I tried to log on and I'm like, why isn't it working? And all of a sudden, I realized, oh, it's because he wants you to read his blog entry. Because they may be changing locations again.
I see.
I was gonna say that, or I could add the hard point and then do like tether. So like if you let go of it, or if it gets taken away from you, it automatically returns to your
grasp.
Well, see, I'm actually probably going to pick up saber throw here at some point soon, so it'll be leaving my hand quite frequently. Would tether still work with that?
With tether, it's only when it's activated, right?
Yeah.
Well, it would be activate if I'm using saber throw.
Well, no. I mean, the tether feature. Basically, it's on a moment's control. You can click it to come back to your belt, but it doesn't. It's not until you say come back to belt, so that way you can still throw it. And it won't just like immediately act like Hubby Halloween, and that thermos goes flying back to his waist.
Right?
I have to see that.
See,
that was an awesome thermos. I'm telling you.
Now, what you do want is the paired weapons added to both so that you only need a 1 to activate the second saber instead of 2. But...
So it reduces the dual wield to only 1 advantage, which comes a lot more often than 2 advantage. And,
that is true.
And then you act like Dooku and Ventress, and you're constantly just dual wielding, and Ahsoka.
Yeah.
If that's what we can do, that's what I really want to go for.
Well, that'd be a separate roll, right? Because he's got to do both sabers at that point. So then he has to tinker with your original saber.
Now the question is, do you want him to risk doing it?
So, I mean, we've already got the 1 down, so I could give him my second lightsaber and have him try the second one as well.
Because for the paired modification, that one costs money and time, and there is a chance for failure. As I throw that out there.
Right?
Yeah.
And if it fails, it could fail bad.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, let's not do that yet.
I mean, I'm totally cool with having a catastrophic explosion happen on the ship.
Yeah, with 2 lightsabers. Great.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that.
It's okay. You're in the cockpit. You don't need to know any of that.
Right?
So
it's a really cool design.
Personalized design. And can we do a hard point in addition to that?
No, the personalized eats up 3 of the advantage. And since you only have 3, that would be all of it.
Well, I think that would be good enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, it's better than just being fixed. You got something extra.
Yeah, it's custom to your grip. It's custom. And remember,
it has that graphite crystal in it, correct?
Yep. And anyone taking the lightsaber from you is going to have negatives. They're going to have a setback because it's not modified to just anybody's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay, so you guys basically landed on the planet yesterday. You parked your ship conveniently, as I probably should swap the map as I pull it up. Here's the beautiful, beautiful estate that you're at. You guys are at the bottom, by the way. Depending on how big the map popped up for you guys. So there's a handy-dandy single spaceship port at the beginning of this beautiful hotel estate. There's bungalows that you can go out to if you want to, or you can stay at the underground part of the hotel, or the above ground part of the hotel, which is these buildings, or the floating anti-grav mini cabana that's actually 4 levels of penthouse estates that you float around over the estate randomly. And you guys have enjoyed it because it literally...
What is that thing?
What is which thing?
Up in the upper right-hand corner?
It's a security checkpoint.
Oh, okay.
And as you can see, there's lake, there's river, there's the ocean at the edge over here at the top left. There's lots of things you guys can do, including a really nice tram that zips around Epcot style, which that little sideways building is the visitor import export. And if you don't have a VIP pass to park your ship on the estate, which by the way, here's the spaceport, you park your ship and then your ship disappears underground and gets put in parking storage, which I'm sure Uma was not the most jazzed about, that she has a claim ticket for the ship.
Yeah, no, makes it a little more difficult to just pick up and go.
It's in ship jail. I mean, storage.
But the best part is, of course, while it's in storage, it's being detailed on the outside.
Wow.
Well, we do have
they're
the
definitely
battle
not getting
bot,
in because it's got. Yeah, I was gonna say it's got a nice little robot just sitting there going, Roger, Roger, motherfucker.
And it's exactly saying that because that's what Janong put in there.
Are you kidding? I'm expecting him to spray paint that on the side of it. All of a sudden, it starts playing Gamorrean death metal. So you guys, every night is basically a rave-style party. It's you guys have a little bit of a hangover from the first night because, of course, free beverages coming by. You're not sure what's alcoholic, what's not alcoholic. Free food's coming by. You're not sure what food's alcoholic, what food's not alcoholic. Cigar boxes are coming by with sticks of spice and cigarettes, and you're not sure if that's spice or if it's just, cumin.
I ain't touching the spice. I know where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the master of ceremonies at the estates. This basically this falling gentleman, very high cheekbones, soft, silky-looking scales, constantly wearing black synth silk with weird, ridiculous tassels hanging off, like he's wearing a black version of something that you'd see Evel Knievel wear back in the day.
How much money do we have all together?
It's all inclusive, man.
Oh, well, you can always spend cash for extra stuff. I mean, you can pay to have a entertainer join you. That's not part of the resort because that could be considered illegal. We are mid-rim after all.
I was just looking at getting an SWS Mark III Harrier combat remote droid, but that's what I want.
I'm not sure what they're gonna normally carry that type of thing.
Now, sadly, they do not carry that, but they could have it ordered for you and delivered to your ship and put into storage until you disembark. Because now that you've mentioned weaponry, one of the things is they do scan for weaponry so everyone can have a good time.
Ooh. Ooh.
These are not the weapons you're looking for.
Now's the question is, did our Jedi burn experience for force powers? And is there any experience that you need to burn before we start?
So I did burn experience. Let me refresh my memory.
Wait a minute. Let's see.
Before you burn it in your hookah on the pleasure planet.
Yeah. Are you still trying to do all the math there? Yeah, I don't know where we're at money-wise. I don't handle that stuff.
You make it a money. Stuff. You don't keep track of the money.
So here's the thing. I have a concealed escape kit. It upgrades the difficulty to detect it by twice. So I don't know if I would risk I think I would risk coming onto the planet with that. Because it's like, I always have it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're trying to sneak that past security?
Well, so I'm not really... I don't know if I'd really sneak it, or if I would just think that was, like, part of my everyday. Like, I wouldn't... Like, I don't know if I would think about it actually being there.
It's just keistered, and he doesn't think about it ever.
Yeah.
It's just natural sensation.
It feels great where it's at.
Though, I have the smuggler's trench coat.
You do.
So
everybody's like, well, I got this and that.
So then comes the question of when you guys get the manifest list, when you guys were coming in planet, there's the whole, you can't take this off your ship, this off your ship, this off your ship. Is anyone choosing to bring weapons with them?
Excuse me.
So the concealed kit is in my boot.
Okay, and that upgrades the chance to the difficulty to detect it twice.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'll leave my weapons.
what is Janog's deception skill, by the way, or stealth?
Oh boy. Hold on, let me bring up my. Oh boy.
Because I'd be
let's
tempted
see.
to bring my ion stunner.
I mean, it's non-lethal. That's not a bad thing, right?
Well, both are 2 green.
Can I stealthily hide it on him?
Well, that would be your own problem if you're hiding something. I mean, does our Jedi want to go first, concealing a lightsaber?
A Jedi wants to go first, concealing 2 lightsabers.
Not just one. We want both.
Okay, so you're going to be all subtle and say the whole, I'm going to risk it. I like this. I'm proud of these guys saying, we don't want to leave our ship without weapons. Reminds me of Aliens.
I would leave the blaster. I would leave the rifle. I wouldn't bring any of that stuff. But this is my. It's got all my. If I ever get arrested, like how to escape out of.
Yeah,
Does
security
it actually
would
have a weapon though?
Nope.
Huh?
It's just got a laser torch.
Oh,
well, so
it's not a weapon.
Well,
That's
so
cool.
it has a knife inside it.
All right, I'll be a good Jedi, and I will follow the laws and leave my lightsabers behind.
Are you sure? As I have a shock face right now.
Damn it, when the GM says that, now I'm going to bring both.
I'm like, I'm bringing at least my stunner.
Would a Jedi, because they always have that like diplomatic
immunity
thing. Yeah, like would again, it's not really considered a weapon to them, it's a tool. Like would they really think of it as like yeah, like this is my slice of ham, you can't have my sandwich.
So who basically is going to walk off the ship and walk off to the nice gentleman with the clipboard welcoming you, and the little lays that they're putting on you that are made of these like lily flowers that smell really good, and his 2 security droids that you see like obvious heavy duty stunner on built into each of them. And,
worst case scenario, what if we get caught? What happens?
Well, if you get caught in the facility, according to the bylaws, because apparently Janog read the bylaws as opposed to everyone else, it's immediate expulsion from the facility or fine.
I'm fine with that.
That's if you're caught after security.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing specifically that says if you're caught at the gate what they do. They probably just give you a nice, polite, please, sir, don't make a fuss and put it in this box. You'll get it when you leave.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll risk it.
Yep.
Okay, so who's going first?
I will.
Oh,
or you can. Somebody can. I don't care.
I'll go first.
You go first.
Okay, so
after all, I got us the tickets. Maybe
Yeah, captain's always the first and the last one off the ship. I mean, I get it.
Mm-hmm. She pulls a Highlander and puts her stunner in the inside pocket so she can whip it out of her trench coat at a moment's notice. So go ahead and as they come waving their little weapons hand scanner around you, they don't seem to be like fleecing you down. It's a very, very soft security checkpoint. Because after all, this is the VIP entrance you're coming out at. They're not going to like pat you down or anything. It's just a polite wave of the scanner. So give me either a deception or a stealth as you play your way around security to not get that weapon scanner on your weapon.
But also, since I'm wearing the smuggler's trench coat, checks to find anything hidden within a smuggler's trench coat are opposed by the skullduggery of the wearer.
This is true.
And my skullduggery I had increased. So I'm at rank 3.
Yes, and because of that, it uses the skill that they're not better at for finding stuff. Because you have all these pockets and they're waving their scanner politely around your pockets.
Mm-hmm. So,
There's inside hidden pockets.
Mm-hmm. It's pockets have pockets.
So,
you're about to see
do
how
I roll my skull? They have to roll against my skull. Do I roll stealth?
Go ahead and roll your skullduggery.
Okay.
Since you're opposing your skullduggery against their skullduggery, and something tells you security bots are not the sneaky skullduggery types.
What?
So needless to say, Uma is charming, and she's moving and wiggling in ways that are very appealing to even a droid's eye. And
Missing that pocket area.
she proceeds to keep that pocket completely avoided by the weapon scanner with a bunch of advantage. Now the question is, what would you like to use your advantage for?
I'm going to give Janong advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so
This is what I was hoping for.
okay, so immediately Janog's gonna go next.
Sure.
Okay, so you got 4 advantages there. So you're gonna give.
I'm going to give Janong one and the next 2 people each one.
Okay. Okay, so there's a blue dice in there for you. There's 2 upgrades for you. It's against their perception with their hand scanner, which is why you'll see a black dice popping up. So go ahead and roll when you're ready with your secret magic boots of evasion.
Deception, you said?
You can use either deception or stealth.
Yeah, they're the same for me, so.
Dude, those 2 upgrades.
Nice!
Turning those 2 green into 2 golds, you know. So because Uma's nice and distracting and kind of like throws her chin back and giggles at you and talks about how good of a time you guys are going to have. And you're just playing along with it, rolling through the security checkpoint as the droid is just kind of like trying to scan you and misses your cool shoes completely. So who's going next with a blue dice, thanks to Uma talking nicely to the host who's meeting you guys, getting you guys in the facility?
Yeah, I can go next.
As our Jedi's just like, we don't want the weapon scanner here. I mean, hey, you never know. Maybe Jedi are allowed to carry their stuff here. You never know.
True. You ready for me on that stealth roll?
Yes, I am. So weapon, scanner doing its thing, and you kind of like tilt to the side to give them a full frontal swipe that completely avoids the 2 lightsabers wherever you have them stealthed away. Do you have lightsaber boots?
Are you kidding? I'm a Jedi. I'm wearing a robe. I've got them hanging off the backs of my hips.
Okay, so who's going next?
Well, it's just me, and I'm leaving everything behind. My vibro axe, my blaster rifle,
You are a weapon.
My vibro knife.
Yeah, I was going to say,
all that's left behind.
Thing, so who cares?
And
They're my hands.
You're just going to lift your hands up really high when the weapon scanner comes around.
I'm cybernetics all over.
Yeah.
I got all kinds of cybernetics. It's all just part of my body. It's not a weapon. It's just mechanical hands.
Can I give him a blue for those advantage I had?
You can definitely throw your blue to give him an extra blue. As immediately Alina gives Zarek that little look of like, hey, now remember, you said you were going to leave all the weapons on the ship. Good job.
He raises up his hands and I give him a high 10. Yes, this is going to be awesome.
Alina's having her first spring break. So go ahead whenever you're ready for a stealth or deception.
Even better when the droid's trying to scan you, I'm in his face. Hey, order me a Tatooine twister, please.
I can't do a little coercion growl.
Nope, the droid is not intimidated.
Stealth and or deception, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, no, they're all the same.
They have got Princess Karens that have visited this planet. They don't intimidate that easy.
Yeah, well.
Ooh. So immediately,
they're just mechanical hands.
Zarek kind of like lifts his hands up, and immediately the little droid's like head. There's a little bubble that pops up and just starts flashing as he's detecting the weapon, and immediately the screen pops up behind him, showing that you have repulsors in your arms. And like this whole schematic pops up, as immediately you're getting scanned by the wall. And the gentleman with the clipboard just immediately like points at his little datapad clipboard and goes up to Uma and says, "Excuse me, your +1 at the end seems to have some kind of cybernetic weaponry that will need to be deactivated before he can enjoy the estate."
Deactivated.
John should be able to reactivate
Just
it.
the
I was
repulsor
going to
part.
say, it's like this is. I mean, it's his physically who he is. I mean, do they allow bodyguards here?
Oh yeah, everybody that's of the Reach Elite has bodyguards, but you don't see any with weapons in the open.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any weapons, and he is my bodyguard.
Well, you see, policy is we can easily have a astromech droid come disable the devices. He can still use his hands, of course. We would want our guests to use full mobility of their limbs, but we would just
And how would he protect me?
Well, unfortunately, and he basically gives this pause that makes you think there may be a way for you to wiggle here. The question is, how are you going to choose to try to get wiggle room with him?
Okay, so who is addressing me?
This nice, young, 28-looking human guy looks like he's got the best clothes. His hair's greased down with just enough sparkle mousse that it looks really trendy and cool. And his clothes occasionally have the whole cyberpunk change that like waffles over them. So his clothes are constantly in sync. Okay. So you're gonna put on the Uma charm.
Yeah, it's like basically it's like, honestly, look at me. Do you think that I could go anywhere and not have protection?
And of course she's nuzzled up next to me.
It's like, do you know what he is? He is loyal to a fault. It's like he's only here to protect me.
Okay.
But
okay, so go ahead and give me your charm roll.
Yep, and I'm assuming up next to me and stuff while we're talking to the guy.
She is. So what does that?
So we get Loom.
And what does that provide? Oh, she
adds advantage. Adds advantage per rank of coercion, and my coercion is, I believe, rank 3.
So you're giving her 3 advantages?
Uh-huh.
I've already rolled, but okay.
No, it's an add to your roll.
It's so your so your success and 3 advantages, which that's a lot of advantages. Because he played off that he's harmless while you're doing your charming thing, and he is very impressed with this charming Twilight as you're being super charming with him, and he kind of like hits a quick combination on his data pad with his little stylus, and you notice the droids kind of like hiccup for like a half a second, and it's almost like he turned off the droids, rewound them 30 seconds, and hit play on the droids with his data pad. And the droid seems to be like doing his scan all over again, and he just kind of and the droid immediately like responds, like he knows what this tone means, and he backs off like he's finished, that the sweep is clear.
What's this guy's name?
Oh, I am sorry. My name is Pippin.
Pippin?
Pippin.
It's like,
and I get off in
Pippin.
2 hours. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
We'll see, Pippin. I do have business I have to take care of, as well as, as enjoying the pleasures of this planet.
Well, just remember, this planet is meant for pleasure. Even business can be pleasure.
And I'm like, I just kind of stroke his chin with my leku.
And he just like blushes and just, gives you the whole on your way, enjoy the festivities. There is a celebration every hour on the hour.
God. I give him a nod and we'll put a good word in for you.
So you guys basically went out last night. You partied. You had a good time. This place. And by the way, as you realize when you're there, you're of course not the only ones that have snuck discreet weaponry on base, so to speak. It's just that everyone is super discreet about it. It's either in private parties. You'll see gangster types with their guys with their small blaster pistols hanging off their hips, or
See, they have pistols.
yeah, but they're in private room parties and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Open carrying, everything is very discreet.
They're
We'll
just
be
water
discreet.
I mean, you clearly could have paid the fine to carry weapons in too, but that's expensive because they keep it expensive.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
People who can afford the 2,000 credit fine for bringing in a blaster can afford to pay for damages.
So, stupid question about the character sheet. There's, the modify button on several sections, which when you click on it gives you the option to delete things. But over on the left, it has an icon, which what I would assume allows you to reorder things. However, when I try reordering anything, it doesn't even move. Anyone have any ideas on how to reorder stuff?
Stuff where?
So on my sheet, let's go into weapons, into combat.
Okay.
And right there you see under weapons, I have modify on so that it's grayed out. And on the left or right hand side, like I said, you have the delete icon, which will delete the weapon. But on the right, you have the 3 bars, which I would assume... Oh, what did that just do? It appears to do nothing. What the...
The funny thing is, I'm on your... Oh, where you're seeing modify, that's for... You just shrunk all of your weapons. If you click the word weapon, it'll bring it back, by the way.
Actually, what you need to do is when you're modified, you got to go up until you get the 4-way arrow and then left click and hold. It'll drag.
Yeah, it's not dragging for me for some reason.
Are you getting the 4-way arrow and you're left click and hold and pulling it up?
Yep.
It's working for me.
Are you trying to change the order that they're in?
Yeah, I was trying to pull that bottom lightsaber to the very top because that's where I'm going to fill out the my new lightsaber.
Okay, so if you wave that's me clicking. If you wave over when you click modify, you'll see the box with the 3 slashes. I believe if you click just next to that, you see the arrows pop up on your cursor. And when you see the arrows, then you can drag it.
Yeah, it's not letting me.
Huh.
In your left click hold?
Yep.
Huh. And your box is yellow?
It doesn't turn yellow, it's gray.
Okay. Yeah, mine highlight yellow when I mouse over the box for the different weapons.
Huh.
Are you using Chrome?
I think so. I forget. I think, yeah, it is Chrome.
Because it's not just the Star Wars sheet where it doesn't work. I've noticed it across the board. Oh well.
Okay. So you guys have basically options. I mean, there's spring break at the beach that's happening, and thankfully this side of the planet's heavily environmentally controlled, so it's always a perfect beach day. So you've got spring break happening over at the beach area. You've got the indoor pool that is, a giant lake basically. We've got people zipping around on ski-doos in the deeper water. You've got, the beach has its own little wave generator, so you get cute little splashy waves in this little inland island. You've got below the hotel underground, there's more events going on, so there's different clubs based on different themes, constantly having parties. do you guys all split up? Do you guys hang out? What do you guys do once you start partying and the drinks start flowing and the food starts coming?
I don't know, wherever Uma's going.
And by the way, there is a bivvy of beautiful people of all different species, and some places smell amazing, and some places smell a little pungent because they're made for other races to smell amazing.
And probably very shy of ganks running around, I would imagine.
Is there
Well, I mean,
any
we're here
sort
to
of-
relax, right?
Sure. Whatever you want to do to relax.
Funny you say that, because as soon as you say relax and you all start thinking about divvying, each other up to go different places and things, Uma's communicator does get a ping.
Uh,
And it's your boss,
Manx.
that reminding you were supposed to get back in touch with them when you were on that planet with the jammer for the payout, and I've been waiting for that call.
It was jammed. It's like couldn't get out, So this is the first chance. Hey, there was a war zone. I did what I had to.
It's kind of odd. I mean, your signal is like really sharp and clean right now. Now, are you giving him just audio or audio and video?
Audio.
Okay, so you're only picking up a little of the it's a party scene. Free drinks, woohoo! And you're like a teenager sneaking out for spring break because you obviously get the idea he's hearing the background noise of, casino machines and cool party kids and cool techno of different types.
Or, yeah, I suppose. I would have probably preferred been relaxing by a pool or something, but...
So, of course, he is wanting to know, hey, where's my credits?
They're in the mail.
Space mail.
Yeah.
So,
that must have been, I sent them. I mean, I don't know if they were intercepted, but, they did have the planet on lockdown. But I sent it.
And he's just giving you...
And I was actually able to smuggle a bottle of Corellian brandy that with your name on it, Manx. I reserved it just for you.
And what's the tracking information for this package you sent? And did you really pay someone else to smuggle a package back to me?
No.
Law. And this is exactly when you guys realize she takes 2 strain. And by the way, the rest of you guys take a strain because her obligation is stressing you out.
Well, especially once I'm realizing what's going on.
So you all kind of walk away from her and realize she's getting reamed a new one by the boss. Sent it in the mail. What? Hut delivery? What's going to happen? Some smuggler's going to dump my payoff in space?
What other smugglers do is not my problem.
Or maybe on the pleasure planet he's on.
So, what is Uma's computers, by the way?
Computers?
Computers.
Oh, too green.
Okay, so 2 green. That's a good number, right?
Oh, God.
So, is there any way that I can forge a fake transmission to the guy?
I mean, they're
My
listening.
computer skills.
You can definitely try. So what you're making like a delivery? Hey, the delivery's coming.
Yeah, just bounced all over the place. God's green earth. Oh, I don't know. What did you roll for?
Yeah.
He's
Never
just
mind.
doing one of those GM rolls.
Oh, that's
And
fine.
we will never know.
So all of a sudden on Uma's data pad, there's like this little blinking red icon that Uma doesn't quite recognize. So she just thinks it's a pop-up. It's just a pop-up. Close it.
God.
Click, click.
Does he have me low jacked?
Gee, you think?
Not low jacked per se, but maybe a slicer just sliced the location where you're at.
Oh, fuck me.
That may be what that 3 successes, 1
And
triumph, and a threat was. But go ahead, and I'm assuming you're faking the transmission. So go ahead and give me your computer's roll, Janag, as you're sending this fake FedEx delivery memo from Uma.
All right. Would there be any? Would I have to bypass any security or break any codes?
I will give you that blue dice, right? Or is it you?
Oh, so it reduces any black that you up to 3 black.
Okay.
So if you threw any black in there,
It's completely negated them.
all right.
Okay. Ready when you are.
Oh boy. I'm sorry in advance. No?
I was gonna say I'm super tempted to use my last dark side there.
Well, I clicked it to go.
You
laggy, all of a sudden?
You may need a relaunch because I know earlier I had to too because I got disconnected.
Oh, okay.
Because it's Roll20. It's super busy.
Yeah.
On the plus side, I heard
Roll20
Con. I heard Roll20 Con this weekend was a huge success.
Oh, really? Nice.
Games happening every hour on the hour.
Wow.
See, I know I'm disconnected when my when I close and reopen the dice pool page and it doesn't come up, it doesn't populate.
Hmm.
Well, Roll20 is just not having a good day.
It's like, maybe you're not going to roll that computer roll. Space FedEx.
Right. Damn it. Come on, baby.
And it's thinking, and then like 6 of them are going to come up all at once.
Oh, I hope not.
Okay, so where do you guys end up spreading out to go hang out and party? Sounds like Uma wants to go relax at the pool and wear a skimpy bikini and show off her twilightness in the sun. Hey!
Well, there's one of them. Yay!
Hey, the first one's the best one. All the dice were productive. Okay, so what do you want to use for those advantages?
Whew.
Maybe he sees that somebody sliced me.
For 3 advantages, I will clearly tell you what that threat is. That little red icon beeping if you want to look at her data pad while she's talking to him.
I'm sure he looks at it all the time.
No, I mean, maybe.
It's just that usually he looks at it through the other end of the screen.
Right. Like, what is she looking at? Yeah, so for 3, I'll burn 3 for that.
Okay, so for 3, you're kind of like happy you did your thing, and you're just like, yeah, I sent the fake tracking email for you. He thinks the package will be there in a week and a half. So, woohoo! Spring break! And then you kind of glance at her data pad because she's, got that frumpled nose and she's very unhappy right now. And you realize that there's a little red beeping icon on her data pad that basically, you know as a slicer, that basically somebody's jacked into her GPS and is basically keeping track of where she is. They've probably gotten a good solid signal already, but if somebody was to, say, either just pull the battery out of the data pad or get in there and try to unslice it. They could try to turn off the tracker or give it fake information.
I was gonna say, can I?
Fake information is going to require like 3 advantages and a success, by the way.
So she's off the call with them?
As she finishes the call, and
And I really need a drink now.
it just cost her 2 strain. She needs a drink.
Yeah. Well, we might have more problems than you think.
Like, you care to elaborate?
I think I heard that song last night. That was playing in his background.
Eat it.
I mean, I can try and hack the hacker.
And if he's, like Janong saying, tracked you, he just might be on this planet.
Well.
And then if you've been hacked, he knows we're here.
Yeah, but so I might be able to make it look like we're
leaving.
We left.
Like right now? Yeah. You can try.
It can't hurt to try, right?
I mean, could be wrong, but I bet he's on the planet.
Oh, I think he's on the planet.
Or he soon might be.
Okay, hold on. Could I use the last 2 advantage and like try and hack, like get another additional blue to hack the security system to see if one of his like known ships is here?
You're gonna try to hack in here? Okay.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Or back the hacker?
Well, I could hack back the hacker, but there's no guarantee the hacker is here. If I hack to see if one of his known ships are here, then that would tell us that he is here. Because the hacker doesn't necessarily have to be on planet.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, sadly, she didn't notice when he made the little gesture to his slicer to turn on the tracking software.
So, I mean, which way would you like me to run that? I'm down for either way.
So you could either attempt to hack the Pleasure Planet's Facebook page, or break the slice on your data pad.
Break the slice on my data pad.
Okay.
I don't want him to, whoever it is, to be able to do it again. And I'm shocked that Manx doesn't trust me.
As her Twi'lek just fidgeting away.
My Leku, you mean?
Sorry, your Leku, yes.
What's this typical entourage?
Okay, and I've got your blue dice in there for the advantage you rolled over.
Okay. I'm so sorry already.
Wow.
Wow.
So, unless you spend that triumph, you can't shut off the beacon. That's constantly giving her location. If you spend the triumph, I'll kibosh that son of a bitch right off the bat. But you do have a shitload of advantage. So you could do
shitload.
The shitload.
That is the technical term.
That is the technical term. When you have 6, that's a shitload.
Is that more or less than a buttload?
That's an empty buttload because you dropped the shit. So you've evacuated the cargo unit. So if you want for 3, you can come up with some cool ideas, like stuff like it pings later than it should. So it basically gives her location, but where she was an hour ago or 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Or just make like 100 pings on the planet.
It goes ping, 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 and it's actually the last one.
3 I could do it delayed, and then the other 3, would I be able to do like, I wasn't gonna go like 100, but like maybe 3 different ping areas?
Sure.
So yeah, we'll use the Triumph to make it work, and then that would be the thing, like a delay in the ping, and then 3 extra pings, so 4 total.
So when they do show up, they're going to be running all over the place.
Exactly.
Okay, so that works for me. Is you're just like, sorry, I couldn't turn off the tracker, but I jacked the tracker.
Right. Well, it seems logistics because like it's probably a chip inside her thing that they're activated. So I'd have to like remove the chip, and it might ruin the whole thing.
Sadly, once when she got a flyer for helping a Nigerian prince on Tatooine,
Right.
Or we just destroy it and buy a new one.
There is the gank point of view. Just snap it in half and throw it in the garbage.
Hey.
Okay, so where are you guys going to go hang out? Uma suggested the pool, so is Uma going to relax at the pool?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to the pool.
So Uma's chilling at the pool. Sounds like Zarek's following suit to keep an eye on her.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the pool?
That is the pool. It's a massive pool. It's for thousands of guests to be comfortable, and they can be as close or as far from people as they want, as there's quite a bit of skinny dippy going on in the pool.
We will not be skinny dipping or swimming.
I was gonna say, how are you gonna swim? No. Is there any like tech, like
gaming?
There's definitely
not really gaming, like educational, like this is our newest slicer gear, or this is our newest chip components.
All of a sudden, Janog's scoping through the 4,000 page directory / itinerary, and all of a sudden he stops and realizes that the Z3 is happening at this location. Basically, E3 for Star Wars.
There you go. See, that's what I'm saying.
Where you can see the newest and best in artificial technology, Starship Repulsor technology. So there's totally the tech nerdgasm section.
So yes. It's a black hat convention?
Uh-huh. So you can disappear down in the 3rd level inside here.
Okay.
Which takes you off to the constant con that's happening underneath there. You name the fandom, there's a place for it.
Can you ping that again? Because I wasn't on the right.
It's underground, 3 floors down, because that's the best place to put all the techs.
In the basement, where they're used to.
Yeah. We like that smell. Otherwise, it gets weird.
Fresh airs for, weirdos.
Too much sun. Oh.
Okay, so you guys are basically spending the majority of your daytime out at the pool. You're enjoying yourself. Food's being brought by. Folks that are looking for a hookups are easy as pie to happen here. Let's put it this way. It's like 1 purple because all inhibitions have been dropped here. Because after all, everyone gets a complimentary physical before they leave.
Would we be able to sell the armors and the extra weapons that we acquired?
You could sell them, but the transfer would have to happen off planet.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those, if you could make a deal with somebody to buy something, but they'd have to meet you in orbit for the transfer.
Right.
Because, again, the whole, you can have things put in your ship's personal cargo hold, which when you park your ship, there's like a cube waiting next to it. That's anything you purchase gets put in your cube. I mean, now if somebody gets a
Sort of
hold
like on a cruise ship when you buy alcohol, they like hold on to it for you.
They don't want you going too crazy when you're on shore. Coming back.
No, they want you paying for alcohol on the ship.
Oh, of course.
So you could totally open up pretty much any corporation catalog and purchase anything here. And in fact, it'll be delivered in speedy shipping and put in the cargo unit next to your ship. I mean, there's even some guys, when Janog's going down there, there's Starship catalogs that the ship will be waiting for you in orbit if you'd like to purchase it. Shiny right off the factory floor. Because remember, these are big VIP guests that visit this place. So is by the way, Uma interested in any attention? Because many suitors come by of all varieties. I mean, nobody rude, everybody's in a good mood. Especially if you have any of the flower trays that come by. It's almost like it's a Lotus Club where you're getting hopped up on the good stuff.
Oh, God.
Yeah, well, she's not a fan of drugs, particularly spice. Yeah, you know what? Let me roll a die. I don't know. Is she down to clown? Okay, let's see here.
And while she's deciding that, everybody give me a resilience roll real quick.
Everyone?
Everyone.
They're probably,
I didn't mean.
they're
Okay,
probably pumping shit in the air.
Actually,
maybe. Oh my Jesus, I'm so screwed.
So Alina, go ahead and take 2 strain from the parting that's going on. Wow.
Oh shit.
Ouch.
So between the beverages, the food, the good atmosphere, everyone
she probably is.
everyone besides Alina is getting really loose and good. Just you're not drugged, you're not alcohol induced goodness. It's just everything is good. And sort of as, David joked there, that they may be pumping some pheromones in the air of just good. Nothing to get anybody into trouble, but to just, downgrade your discipline or negotiation or charm at the moment, because you're not wanting to struggle and you're just wanting to enjoy yourself. So if Uma is wanting to go to their room or go to somebody's room, by all means, there's many invites, including quite a few wealthy patrons. Because Uma's...
Yeah, if she'd be, I mean, with the fact that she did so poorly on her resilience, she probably would be.
So let's put it this way. Are you interested in an Alderanian prince who's kind of quick to name drop that he's from a royal family?
Uh-huh.
A Corellian duchess. Basically, it just means she's like 49th in line. Her duchessy was probably purchased 20 generations ago. But she seems to be really nice, like kind of party girl chill. Or some working class dude who's on planet because he won tickets.
She's a capitalist. She'd probably, you know what? She'd probably go with the prince just because she might get something out of it. She is. She's a capitalist. She's got debts to pay.
Okay, so basically, for the next day and night, this prince is wooing Uma, and of course, Zarek's tagging along, having to listen to
Keeping
this
close
guy's
eye.
spiel. Sees the guys, two little attaches that's with him. Basically, they look like more like party boys than bodyguards. Because they take off and they come back and pay too little attention to his protection for Zarek's concern. Professional courtesy and all.
Yep.
So, when do you guys plan on meeting back together during this event? Or are you just like randomly shooting pings out to each other? As Jannog is going off on the technogasm that is downstairs of every aisle is a different genre of technology at the pinnacle of its current abilities.
Like dinner each day or something?
Or
lunch?
Probably not dinner, lunch.
Wow.
Something else is happening for dinner. So, of course, Uma, are you excusing yourself from your gentleman caller to go meet your crew for lunch?
Yeah.
Okay, so you basically are giving him time to recover. Now, how schmoozy are you letting things go, by the way, between you two? And are you being just chill, or are you playing him like you're from Jersey Shore?
Okay, has he given me gifts yet?
He has not given you gifts, he's just enjoyed good times.
Then I am schmoozing him up.
Oh, dear. Okay, so do me a favor. Give me a charm for your schmooze. So you're getting a blue because, and he's getting a black. Oh, no, he's not getting he's getting a downgrade. Because he is also given into the pheromones.
Okay, tell me when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Triumph!
Oh, damn.
Jesus. It's sad that downgrade took his discipline down to just 3 purple. So this guy is putty in your hands. I mean, your inner smuggler voice is telling you guys this mark is meant to be fleeced 5 or 6 times. And needless to say,
I'm looking for bits and bobs I can,
you are a Rylothian princess, and this is the bodyguard your father hoisted upon you. And obviously that must be him pinging your data pad every 10 minutes. It's actually like every hour on the hour, but hey. So are you basically trying to schmooze items out of him?
I mean, a girl's gotta, she's basically, it's expected, gifts are expected if you're paying court to me. I mean, I don't overtly say that, but I imply, gifts are appreciated and expected.
She's not cheap.
Okay, so of course the first gift that shows up is this beautiful shimmer silk dress that perfectly complements your complexion. It almost worries you at how well he picked out a dress and shoes for you to wear to the next time you come over to him for a meal. Because he guessed your size, or he probably had someone scan you discreetly. Or he hit the Facebook, the resort Facebook up, which probably has your measurements.
Awesome.
Okay, so you basically, next day, things are going good, everything is fun. Anybody else doing anything of importance or purchasing stuff?
Am I learning how to, hack things better? Like, maybe an extra blue dye?
I will give you a blue die on your next hacking roll, as they have the little symposium spiel of Hackers Unite of, if you buy a CS Corvette hacking datapad, this is how you break it easy. It's just superly meant to be broken.
Alright.
And in fact, the facilities here use a blah 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 server program, which can easily be subverted with a JHook program. And you're just like, oh, maybe I should have tried to hack in the facility. Especially since the guy describes about how they've got anti-hacker software, i.e. black dice, that you would totally bypass because you're all about bypassing security.
Right.
And you do know that you probably would have better than average odds on hacking into the directory to get access to who all is on the planet.
Okay. I need to take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Okay. Do we want to take a quick 5?
Sure.
Up to you.
Light it if you got it. Lightsaber style. And I was going to say, everybody, when you get back, roll a light side
What?
roll a force dice so everyone knows you're back. Because in our D&D group, we've joked about rolling death saves to silently notify when we're all back. So when you see all the players have death saved, you know everyone's back.
Nice.
I'll be right back as I yell and kick Kelly out of the restroom.
James, are you still here?
You stepped away.
Oh. So I wonder if I could get armor implants while I'm here.
I'd probably purchase them. Whoa.
Well, that's what I mean.
You didn't clear the dice full.
Why are you rolling stuff?
Oh, you must have already stepped away. So once you're back to roll a force dice, but he didn't clear the pool, so you're going to get a bunch of stuff.
Oh.
That way he knows everybody's back.
All right.
Yeah, you could probably get them. I don't know that they have anybody installing them here.
Well, I mean, if I get them here, I would guess they have a hospital to put them in. Because it would just be like at the local.
Or you're talking cybernetic armor implant?
Well, so what it is it's just under the skin.
Right. Well, yeah.
It increases.
I thought you were talking.
By 1.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about adding that to like your armor or something, but no, you're talking
No.
Oh, God.
I had it on. Do you remember my bounty hunter? Like from
the
very he had.
I get it. Just
Alrighty.
Wasn't thinking of you doing that to your guy, but hey.
Doing what to who? What?
Well, see, it doesn't go against the implant. Your cybernetic implant criteria, it doesn't go against it. So you could technically get it, but I'm like 500 short, so I would have to borrow from the fleet or the group funds, like 500.
The crew.
Or yeah, whatever we are. I don't know, man. I'm still drinking and drinking.
Yeah.
Drinking and drinking right.
Yeah. Well, I figured since we're on a pleasure planet, I would increase my drink rate. I didn't want to disappoint.
Yeah, it's role playing.
Yeah. You gotta help emphasize the role play.
Right.
Well, if he wasn't consuming, it would look a little suspicious.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, see, so.
So, James, is there a place on planet that could give me the implant armor?
Yeah, if it's not a weapon, they could gladly do it for you at their different clinics, because they've got cybernetic enhancement clinics, because think of how many people come here to get a cybernetic upgrade or a little skin tuck while they're on planet, You could
Would it
totally...
be a markup or would it be base cost?
There would be a 10% markup.
Well, that's not bad.
Which is not bad for basically top-of-the-line facilities with complete recovery included, and the fact that they'll be sending you your antibiotics mixed in your food and drink automatically, so you don't even taste it. They're just like, your menu has been altered for your recovery, for the fastest recovery available.
Don't share. Wow, I'm feeling really good.
I feel like nothing's wrong with me.
So at 10%, I would need to borrow roughly $1,000.
Yeah, because it's only 7,500 base, so
Yeah.
And then you
it bumps it up to 8,000.
Yeah.
250.
Yeah.
And then you can totally make Zarek jealous that you got chromed up.
Well, I'm doing a lot more fighting than I actually thought I was going to. So I think bumping up my soak by 1 would be a pretty good thing, because I've only got a 3 soak.
Mm-hmm. So Janog's going to head to the cyber sauna.
Only 3?
Yeah.
As you sit there in this nice chair that goes through the nice steam room, and it's giving you all these options and holograms that look really cool in the steam of, would you like to have this upgrade? How about eye implants? How about ear implants?
Well, see, that's the thing. Here's the other part that really, I can buy like limb implants like crazy. Because limb implants are way cheaper than,
I blame Jedi and lawsuits against the Jedi Order.
Right.
Very true.
Well, no, the ones that do anything for you are like $10K. The regular ones don't do anything for you.
They just give you the gift of hands.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
okay, but I mean, like, so there's I could do the immune without. I could do the cyber scan limb, which I'm sure does something since it has a cyber scanner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking stats. Ones with real stats to them.
Oh, they're all like 10,000.
As Dave's thrown out here's the metagame angle of cybernetics. Sure, you can go cosmetic, or you can do this.
Well, I don't have.
Well,
I'd have to borrow a lot more.
Eventually, we're looking at stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so here's the thing: I can make shit like this. That's the reason why I don't really look at it. Like, I can't implant armor on myself, but I can make an arm. I can make an agility arm. I can make a brawn arm.
Well,
I just need the
material. Yeah.
You just need to convince them to leave you alone in their shop for 3 days.
Right.
So you need the multi-tool hand is what you need.
Well, so I was thinking, that'd be nice. Have one be like a data port, and I just like slide my fucking pinky in there or my middle finger. Fuck the world.
I'll actually be right back. I have to go get the dog because she's barking her head off. I'll be right back.
Yeah, all right. The Cortex bomb would be nice. It's only $12K or $1,200.
Which one?
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. It detonates and kills the wearer when he speaks or hears or sees a predetermined code or word or signal.
Nice.
I don't see that one, but I would love it.
Yeah, I don't know. I need the.
I mean, there's like the anti-venom thing, cybernetic eyes, which aren't that expensive. Again, for another 1,000.
Yeah, what I need is the biofeedback regulator, which actually is not that expensive, but that adds 2 cybernetic cap mod to my cyber.
Oh, I can do that for you.
So yeah, because I'm 5 of 6 right now.
Oh yeah. That's the one thing I've been thinking about getting too. Which it's what is it? 300 or 3,300? 10%.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I can do that between my mechanics and my doctory. I can do it.
Yeah, your doctor ain't quite there yet.
That's not. Yeah, well, so the thing is after this session, I'll probably pick up, what is it? Cybertech.
That's a good one.
Which, I mean, all I really need is it makes vigilance and medicine my part of my career, so then I can start upgrading those cheaper.
Nice.
And then I'll be like Frankenstein in the back of that fucking ship.
Don't mind me and my mechanical minions.
Yeah. So as we're running around and I'm following her, I am keeping an eye out for minions and or Manx himself.
Okay, interesting you should mention that. Why don't you go ahead and give me a perception roll.
All right.
Now remember, you are still dosed up on the juice.
Yeah.
You're just a little chill.
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
You're like,
put the force dice in.
It's okay. Everything's okay. It's all good. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody who's a threat. Oh, look, that guy's got the TK-49 blaster. That's cool. I should totally ask him where he got that.
I got your back, man.
I can
You're
rest
all good.
easy. Mm-hmm.
It's because the happy that's being pumped out, and of course, So I love how Uma says only 12,000, and then all of a sudden she looks at the dress's price tag and it's 12,000. It gives 2 blue to any charm or deception rolls while she's wearing it.
Nice.
Did you put that in the?
I put the shimmer silk dress and shoes delivered to your room there, but not that it was
not
the 2 blues.
Gives 2 blues for what?
For charm or deception, because every lady needs a little slinky dress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys basically meet up for lunch as you find out Janog's hitting the cyber sauna. So what is Alina doing? Besides meditating on that beach.
That's pretty much it. She's meditating on that beach. Him, her, and that droid to this room over here. Let's go. No, I'm kidding.
And bring that Ewok too.
Right? Exactly. Wow, what a Wookiee. No, she is pretty much, she is a Jedi. This is a pleasure planet. It's not really her thing. So she is basically just hanging out by the beach under under an umbrella, having the occasional drink, not enough to get stupid, not taking in the pheromones in the air that are making everybody else a little too happy, and just kind of keeping an eye on things.
Just wondering why. What is wrong with your group letting their guard down right now? Okay.
Well, at least one of us has our guard up.
So you guys...
What? I've got a tank watching my back.
Literally, he's just looking at the Leku going, I've never noticed how fascinating those Leku are.
Hey, Uma, I hate to tell you this, but when he told you he was watching your back, what he meant is he's staring at your ass.
Who knew he was watching your back side?
My back is side.
Okay, grab me another one of these. Up top. The Angry Orchard, they're in the drawer.
So is Janah gonna go through with the armor upgrade?
Oh yeah. Well, so here's does anybody care if I burn 1,000 credits from our pool?
I think you should, just because the fact that we would like to keep you alive.
I think you should, because you didn't break my lightsaber.
Well, in that case, would anyone like to add extra so it doesn't deplete my entire bank?
Don't push your luck.
Yeah. So yeah, then I'll do that.
I'll loan you 1,000 credits, buddy, but 3,000, that's getting out of the friend zone. Okay, so Janag comes back from the cyber sauna, all freshly surgeried out, with the healing marks slowly fading away. So
beautiful.
What do you do when you show off your new upgrades?
Not shoot myself.
Hey guys, check this out.
Hey, that's really cool. Let's see how good it is. Bam!
Got this new
So here's the thing:
Right.
you'd only be able to hit me with your repulsor fist, and I'm the one that fixes those motherfuckers.
I'm not going to use the repulsor. I'm just going to hit you with a regular fist.
Right?
So, well, of course, you guys are at one of the places getting your food. It's got a little mini club in there, and it doesn't take much time at all for somebody to get Uma's attention or Lena's attention and want to see if they want to go dance on the dance floor.
Is this lunch or is this dinner?
Well, it's all kind of the same. I mean, you can get everything at every meal, but the party.
So this is because crew always meets up at lunch.
This is your daily meetup.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, so we'll start off to the waiter. We'll start off with the Mon Calamari.
It's a trap.
Chilled or fried?
Sashimi.
Yeah, if some random dude is coming up or chick, either way, is asking me to dance, I'm basically giving him the cold shoulder. You can go talk to her if you want, but no.
This is our meetup time, so I'd be less inclined to. Yeah.
I'll scowl at them.
And they're just like, whatever, and they go off and do their thing, and they're just like stuck up. Look who must be an Alderaanian princess.
I better be careful. I'm going to have more and more wealthy suitors coming after me. I'm not going to give a shit about any of them.
Well, you're a Jedi. You can't have a relationship anyways, so...
Yep. Well, I can't have a relationship. That doesn't mean I can't have relations.
Uh-huh.
I mean, everybody had
tomato.
Everybody had to know that Padme and Anakin were shagging, because he'd go right to her hotel. He lived in her room.
Yep.
It was just a cash thing, as the kids call it these days. Jedi with benefits. Okay, so you guys basically meet up. You decide, hey, what you're gonna do for the next day or two, because it's good times. And anything special you guys are planning?
Yeah, Captain, I'm planning on getting off this planet as soon as possible. When are we getting out of here?
Any concerts?
Alina is that
How
one.
long were the tickets available for?
It's basically for a week. It's a week-long, week in paradise.
So, and where are we in that week?
You're only on day 3.
Well, we're going to finish out the week.
Like, I'm getting my damn money's worth.
As pretty much at that exact moment, there's like, one of the waiters comes up and asks to be, excuse me for the interruption, as he places in front of Uma this big, long, jewelry-looking box with a bow on it, and a formal invitation for a name that none of you recognize because it's the name Uma came up with.
Not Uma.
It's a regional dialect. And the gentleman just kind of gives you a curt heel click bow and walks away.
Okay. I open it.
It is a electronium bracelet. Pretty silver metal. Complements your dress and your skin tone nicely. It's got a couple fancy looking jewels in it. Immediately you're thinking, I could easily hawk this for 1,000 credits.
Just 1,000? Dude is not trying hard enough.
No, easily for 1,000, which means it's probably worth a lot more than that, like 6,000 to 8,000.
What is it again? So I can put it in the
notes. Electronium bracelet.
It's a fake.
Just shake my head.
I mean, she did get a triumph there. And she's stringing the poor bastard along. And of course,
it's dressed perfectly.
Huh?
Matches the dress perfectly.
Matches the dress perfectly. It's almost like you now have a perfect cover of being a socialite.
Yes, I have a whole ensemble.
Okay.
Just need a necklace now.
So after lunch, where do you guys split off to?
Well, I'm going to go visit my prince at I'm sure we have a designated rendezvous time.
Okay.
So, if this is a pleasure planet, and my pleasure happens to be reading by the pool, do they have any library?
They have an amazing selection of holo novels as well as the goggle type. You put the goggles on and you VR the novel, or actual paper novels.
What?
Oh yeah, we're gonna go old school and check out some paper books because at the temple you don't get to read paper books. Everything's in digital format.
Or that damn plastic sheets, plastic in the fingers just doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Okay. So Alina is going off to the library alone.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. And where's Janag going? Like we have to ask.
Back to the seminar, baby.
Learning about cyber organic unifications. And it's not just for a slow Saturday night.
That's right. It's all about it.
Ooh.
Maybe I can work with Janong and get on the dark web here and see if we can find anything about our Jedi or our Sith friend. See if there's any rumblings about her.
Yeah. I'm down if you're down.
I'm down.
As poor Janog's like chill and into the pheromones, and you come up talking all business, and he's like, but sex bot.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk business, though. I know that he's all chill and relaxed. I'm going to be like, hey, wouldn't it be fun and right up your alley if we dug really deep and see what we can find about that stupid bitch we ran into?
Tell me how you really feel.
Her name is actually Darth Butch.
Nice.
This from the one who walked away with the lightsaber in the fight.
Right?
Right.
She ain't happy.
So you basically give Jannog some homework of, hey, when you're down on all those computer banks, why don't you scan the dark HoloNet? It's as dark as space. And then you head back to the library. So when you're at the library reading, because this is the whole enjoyment of sitting and reading, that's a huge thing. All these great texts that you've heard about, never actually been able to touch, and you're actually touching them. And all of a sudden, as you're reading, somebody sits across the little table, kind of like awkwardly close to you, like they're trying to see what you're reading from the book. And you just look over and see that this Rhodian, got his little antennas doing their little thing, and he just gives you a nice polite greeting in a very hushed tone, like he's in a library, doesn't want to disturb anybody.
Are there droids, or what kind of staff is there in this library?
Almost 100% of the library is all automated with very simple droids that have, thankfully, whisper motors.
Like security droids or anything, huh?
No, you don't need security droids at books. Who would steal books?
Yeah, what kind of nerd's gonna go play with books?
There's a great Halon system, but no security.
I will.
Did I hear Halon?
I will reposition myself so that the book I'm reading is between me and my new Rhodian pal.
And he kind of like shifts a little to get closer to you, and kind of like reaches down into his bag and pulls out a beverage and then like some candy, and he opens the jar of candies and offers you one. Would you like some candy, little Jedi? Yeah, y'all were thinking.
Yeah.
That was pretty creepy.
I'll close the book and I'll look at him and say, "Is there something I can help you with?"
I is Isnog. I also like books. The texture feels good. He sees little sucker fingers. He kind of like strokes the paper, and you can see him just get like the bookophileness of. I too like to read books, but I'm not fun in going out with friends. May we be friends? And he offers you his hand in a big Rhodian handshake.
If I shake your hand, will you go away and let me continue reading my book?
And he just kind of gives this sad face and kind of like takes one of the candies out of the jar and leaves it next to your book and puts his stuff away and just like grabs his little backpack and goes walking away and finds a book in a quiet corner and just, he's probably sobbing to himself.
Wow, what a dick. What a
Wow.
Not strong like vagina, weak like penis.
What's even worse? I was gonna go, wow, you like reading books. You know what's really hard to do when someone is talking to you?
Read a book.
Get the picture?
Wow. Well, that's not mean at all. Or bullying.
Have you ever tried to read by the light of a lightsaber? Okay, so while you guys are you're splitting up and doing your thing, Uma's getting the schmooze on with her guy. Alina has got this nice invisible force bubble that people seem to just deflect off because she starts to look up and they're just like pshooing off of her force shield. And she's really enjoying this book. It's an ancient tale pinned in actual pen and paper, And Jannog is basically getting to see all the cool stuff of what will be out in 5 years from the merchants. And you're just like, check out this cool black deck hacking computer. Would you like to sit and try hacking something? Because that's how they show off the merchandise. So Jannog sits there, your hands are flexing because you're still healing from the Under Armour you've got there. And you start hacking, and so you're wanting to find information about her, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? All of it. Just to do it.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a computers roll. It's going to be pretty difficult, and you have something that lets you get rid of black dice, right?
Yeah, I got. Well, if it's security or code breaking, I can get rid of 3 black dice.
It would be along the lines of security. Yep.
Hey,
Yeah, so I can drop 3 black.
Oh, you beat me to it by
Yeah.
a second.
Aw.
I said, hey, guess
That's
what? I
fine.
was actually going to click it.
Fine.
Here, I'll go ahead and give you that one back that Alina clicked. I was
Okay.
just fast enough. I'm just hoping something interesting happens. That's all.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Wow.
I need to drink more often when I play this game.
So apparently, Janog's got one hand with a cocktail, and the other's clicking away on the keyboard, and guys are just gathering around you, watching you do this hack. And this is like the
As a matter
hack.
of fact, she's on planet right now.
Right?
She's on the other side of this pool over here, and in 15 minutes she has a massage planned.
Her last dump was at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, the computer registered.
Weight discrepancy. There was a density discrepancy, you know. So needless to say, you actually have no problem doing tracking software. And the best part is this is like a demo hacking black box, so there's like monitors over your head showing what you're doing and who you're stalking, and, you know, how it's popping up.
Weird.
There's some weird what?
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, it's like somebody's
Chewing on
brushing
ice?
mic or
No, it was like for a minute I thought my headset was doing something weird,
brushing
like a
noise.
heavy static.
Oh.
Is it mine?
See that?
Yeah, the popping and clicking, and
Popping.
like someone's rubbing against the microphone.
Okay.
Something good is happening.
Ish, 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 ish.
Eat, boots and pants, boots and pants, boots and pants. Okay, so as Janog's doing this classic hack, one-handed, he's dropping all of his hacking mojo onto this computer. There's like 4 or 5 people legitimately just looking in there and watching you, and they're just like, oh, this is the best back hack ever. and you know, all of a sudden you're getting up-to-date military reports because you're just jumping into the Republic's channel. You're jumping into the HoloNet News Network because, you know, well, you get some inside channels to that. Remember when you did rescue the reporter that
Right.
Uma's got a set date in 6 months to go meet back up with. So you clearly get this gal's information and realize that she's got no real Republic history, which tells you automatically that you assume Sith. You're probably assuming correct because she has no registration whatsoever in the Republic. Even Jedis are registered. You know, they have identification. So she obviously is not a Jedi because or the Jedi burned her and hid her like a shadow. But no, Jedi don't do that. That's like the stuff of paranoid. And you know for a fact that she is currently at a battle theater far, far away, which makes you kind of relax when you realize there's a video of her jumping off of a spaceship and slaughtering a bunch of Republic troops with a red lightsaber. Looks real shiny and real new. As you know, basically, they're designating her as Black Widow according to the Republic files that you hacked into, that you totally don't want to be known for having hacked into, but it's cool. Because all these people worshiping you or God worshiping you as a hacker, and they're not going to say your name. But they're going to ask for your handle.
Yeah, gotta have a handle, dude.
So, wow. I mean, wow. 7 successes. I mean, the advantages are impressive, but 7 successes, you know. So what would you like for the 3 advantages? I mean, you can always just throw out the give me extra information and I'll give you something.
Hey, maybe you can put like a tracer on her so that we can follow her movements.
That could totally be a thing.
Maybe. Hold on. Let me think. What do I want to do?
As you start drawing a mustache on her in her live video. So
right. Shit.
I don't know that you need 3 advantage for that.
You only need 1 success to get your pants off in time.
But it does require 1 success, so damn.
So the funny part is, in the cybertech tree, there's a thing where I can turn successes into advantage. So like, I could turn a shit ton of these into advantage. Damn it.
Which for doing cybernetics is really cool because that's extra features and stuff.
Right. So I mean, yeah, I guess extra information with the. I mean, do you want a tracker?
I'm thinking that we're going to cross paths with her again at some point, and it'd be good if we had a heads up that she's in proximity to us.
I see that going sideways in the long run, but okay, because she could so she might get a. What the fuck are you? Shut up!
At least it ain't mine.
You're not even playing.
She's like, I want to be a Wookiee.
Right?
So you afraid of her, or are you seeking revenge?
Ooh.
I'm going to say neither, because number 1, I'm definitely not afraid of no Sith. Number 2, I wouldn't be seeking revenge because I kicked her ass the last time I saw her. I'm looking to finish the job.
Alina's looking for a new lightsaber.
Right?
Like, that one's even shinier.
So here's what. No, I won't do that. I was gonna be like, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put that I broke your lightsaber, lady. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Hey, you
I was
actually
typing it out, and then I deleted it. I was like, no.
As part of those successes, you actually do have her contact information.
Okay.
I mean, I will give you that. Yes, you do actually have her messages because you've been tracking the whole. She's at these locations. These messages are going to these locations. Boom! That's her HoloNet number.
Do not really do this, but you should text her. I'm watching you.
Like put it through like a bunch of fake shit.
I mean, you could totally turn around and say, "Hey, all you hacker kids, here, ping this HoloNet address. Go crazy."
Yeah.
Or send her lightsaber ad.
Well,
Need a new lightsaber?
I don't want to screw her off.
For a good time.
Right? Because, I mean, it'd be funny, but, all she's got to do is then at that point be like, oh, hey, you're stupid, and now I know you've hacked me. I'm going to, get a new thing through whoever the Sith overlord is at this point.
Emperor, I need a new Gmail, please.
Yeah. Right.
Is she using a single or doubles?
Currently, she is using a single lightsaber.
Aww.
It's almost like she only had a lightsaber repair kit and could, just barely make a basic lightsaber for herself.
Right. What a shame.
Neener.
One day when she gets her saber back, she'll say, "What the hell did you do to it?"
I was going to say, technically she won't get it back. Now it'll be in 2 pieces. And she'll be like, what? And then she can't handle the one because it's not crafted for her hand. She's going to be fumbling around and cut her own arm off.
She'll be like, Alina, how is your hand so tiny and delicate? You have baby hands. So, right. Zarek and Uma.
Yeah. Well, and I'm giving him decent space and stuff, while she's with her prince.
Okay, so
I'm not right up their ass.
Both of you guys give me a perception, by the way.
Okay, hold on a sec.
We all set?
Yep.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wow, Uma's paying attention. And Zarek is still just watching her back.
I got you.
It's because Zarek's so chill. How often do ganks get to chill?
Right.
It's most people have the like chill time. Ganks are always wired ready to murder someone. This is the first time he just gets to be in chill place.
Yep.
The color and flavor of the day is chill, as everything takes a light blue color and everything is just mellow. So Uma, you do notice, by the way, a ways away, there's a couple dancing with some guys, and they like spritz them in the face with something, and then kind of shortly escort them off the dance floor because they look like they're getting either rolled or they're just too inebriated and they're being dragged off to their room. If that's a thing you care about.
We should stop it. Stop it. Protect the
I mean, your gentleman suitor's there. I mean, and he's asking, where are you vacationing next week?
I noticed this, but like on one hand, I would be like, "Hey, this is not right," but Uma.
Yeah, like I said, possibly this is something she's just like, whatever. You kids are having fun. Hopefully, everybody makes it back to your
ship.
ship.
It looks like they could be being rolled.
Yeah, it looks like they could be being rolled.
They don't look like officiaries of the facility.
Nope. The folks dancing with him walked up, and just pulled out a little Bactine spritzer and spritzed them in the face, and they just like lost their footing and slowed down immensely after they inhaled that extra huff of chill.
And so, are they being carried?
Yeah, they're kind of being drunkenly staggered in a direction by their dance partners.
By their dance partners? Okay, I'm like, Zarek. I'm like gonna, smile at the prince and say, "Hey, Zarek.
Over to the table.
Oh, sorry, Siri thinks I'm talking to her.
And Zarek, don't forget to take 2 strain, by the way. As you're just like, I'd really like to go hibernate for a day or two because the chill.
I'm gonna ask him to. I'm like, did you see that? Their dance partners took them off the floor. They spritzed them. It's like, well, first of all, do I recognize any of those dance partners? Like, are any of them ones that might have hit on me?
Depends. Are you willing to spend that advantage on it?
Yes.
Okay. You notice that, yes, both of these women that just took these guys off the dance floor both tried at one point or another through the various parties to dance with everybody in the area that said they kind of like have been fluttering from patron to patron, dancing with everybody.
Butterfly.
That's what I thought.
And of course, your prince looks at you and says, maybe they just want to go back to their rooms too. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. As he completely destroyed Uma's train of thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go back to the room.
Zarek.
Mm-hmm.
You basically tell me you didn't see it, but
yeah.
You didn't see the ceiling, and it's an indoors, place.
There's people everywhere dancing and people going back and forth. I missed it. Sorry.
Too much stimulation.
Okay. I want you to follow them.
Okay.
And hold it. You're a gank.
You just noticed all these years.
So I know that you have like a lot of cybernetics and all that type of stuff. Do you have any recording ability?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to record while you're doing this.
It's like, remember that time I caught you in the refresher? I made 20 credits off that disc.
Yes, I have a neural recorder.
Yes. So please record. while you're doing this.
Okay. So Zarek kind of like looks around, tries to key in on his targets there because Uma gave a really good description, right?
Very good.
So I'll give you a blue dice. Give me a perception as you try to key in on the quarry that you're looking for. See if you can find the two staggering drunks in the house full of party spring breakers.
Right, staggering drunks.
Oh. As our Jedi says, you need to upgrade that shit. Mainly because you're stoned and you've been downgraded in that shit. This way,
we have 6 light side points, no dark side points. I mean,
right.
You all had me in the corner. Now I'm free.
Yeah. You ready?
Yep.
All right.
You'd really like some extra advantage. Okay, so immediately
you put me on a trail, I'm all good.
Immediately your predatorial senses kick in as you're just like, okay, look for weak targets being dragged off the floor. That's what I do with prey. And it doesn't take you more than a few minutes of moving through the flow of the crowd to immediately key on these two females. I mean, one is human and one is human-like. That just enough is different that she's not human, but you can't quite place what she is. Okay. Now, what would you like to do with those 3 advantages? Because I'll gladly steal them from you and give you some good information.
Yeah, no, information is good. Scoping them out for whatever, any other accoutrements they might be carrying, weapons, things like that. Any other anomalous information.
Okay, so for 3 advantage, I will give you that you do recognize they have each of them has at least one semi-concealed weapon. Like one's got that thick bracelet that's actually a holdout blaster. It looks like the real world version of the flask bracelet. Mm-hmm. And more importantly, when one of the gals starts to kind of move and pull her suitor with her, you notice she's got at a very revealing waistline. A hint of a tramp stamp reveals itself. Space tramp stamp. Which looks like a blackened out outline of a sun.
Oh, shit.
Which instantly your gank hired gun mind kicks in. You realize that she is branded member or property, one or the other, could be either or with the Black Sun. A member of the Black Sun. This is that SR-13 tat that you would not wear in real life because you'd be killed for it.
Right.
And she has it in a loosely revealed way that, it could have been the dance partner pulled her shirt loose, but the mere fact that she's got it and you see it is telling you that she is in the Black Sun. And they don't notice you tailing them whatsoever. They're on mission right now, doing their job of culling 2 from the herd and taking them out to go party in private.
Yeah, gonna follow. And when as I'm looking, I'm making, detailed identification of this tramp stamp and where the potential weapons were as far as my recording and stuff.
Okay, your recording's going on, and you see them kind of go to the side, and they punch a special combination button in the data pad, which you just managed to catch with your cool vision.
Okay.
Because, hey, you succeeded. So as you're following, you just kind of glance sideways and pan the camera eye right on the data pad as she clicks it. And you see the lift comes up. They get in, and the lift goes down. And you basically watch above the lift where it's got the little bar that tells you what floor they're going to. And you notice it goes down 2 floors, but stops for an awful long time, and then goes like 1 or 2 more floors and then comes back up. Like either they took a long time coming out of the sub-basement, out of the doors, or that there may be a second sub-basement underneath that's not actually marked on the button.
Yep.
What a question, Jim. What is Manx's relationship to the Black Sun?
Manx has kept himself fairly neutral. He works for them. He doesn't step on their toes if possible. Much like the Hutts, he works for them but doesn't step on their toes if possible.
Independent contractor, so to speak.
He he tries to keep his nose clean with everybody, especially by offering, his staff as, help when need be.
But if you do recall, I have a recording of the Black Sun visit and meeting when we gave them information and that with our hut dealing, and we met Coven, who was hired by Jasad of the Black Sun, and that all went down, and we were actually in good. Let's see, what was it? Met Black Sun fixer Chardin.
Yeah, Chadin.
Jaden, who wooed you, and then
yeah, he was the Devilronian.
Yeah, and then we conversed with Jasad or whoever. We were on fairly good.
Yeah, they like us a lot.
Yeah, possible contracts, and
So I don't necessarily want to step on their toes.
As the rest of the group are scratching their heads saying, what are they talking about? Oh yeah, we weren't crew then. This goes back to their, Han Solo Chewie days.
Yeah. We've had some encounters with. We're on, throw the right name out, good turns, more or less. So yeah.
Okay, but the question is, what are they doing? Are they just,
perfect place for Black Sun to be involved? They're probably
body snatching,
probably shaking them down for something.
And
that exact moment, your data pad starts vibrating on silent because Manx is calling you again.
Okay.
Do you answer with your prints there?
No.
Okay, and he just kind of looks at you and he's like, I understand when family calls, I don't want to speak with them either. So I see that you're wearing the jewelry that I sent you.
Yes, I am. It goes perfectly with the dress. You have quite the eye.
Why, thank you. I was classically trained by my mother's handmaiden. As a small dog like alien barks for food in the background.
Right?
Some royal poof has a small Pomeranian Ewok in their purse.
It's I'm subtle, really subtle, but kind of imply that, or if only I had a necklace to go with.
Wow.
Really subtle. We're talking very subtle.
Okay.
Putting it around, hand on my neck a lot, oh, I wish I had,
My neck feels so naked.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a charm roll.
Hold on a sec.
And I'm giving you a blue dice because, well, you've been wooing the crap out of him.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah!
Okay, so you take 2 strain because you're holding yourself back. It's like wild stallions. You just want to throw out there, I need a new necklace. And the problem is you're pulling the timing just right until somebody walks by and you do the whole, oh, look at that necklace. It's so lovely. Do you think I have a neck made for a necklace like that? And you just throw it out there.
Yeah.
And immediately, with the 3 successes and the triumph, he is like, you know what, my dear? Naruma.
Natma. Say it right.
Natma.
Natma.
After your vacation this week, you should get on my ship. And I can take you to where they make those necklaces to get a custom one for yourself. Just you and I. After all, it's nice to finally have you alone without your bodyguard.
Basically,
I'm not. Lita shows up and says, "Ma'am." No.
Yeah, no. With that triumph, I'm like, it would be more like I would expect he'd be snapping his fingers to his guys and putting in that order.
Okay, so with that triumph, you kind of play him off of like, yeah, but that's next week. My neck is so cold right now. It needs some jewels to warm it, some firestones to warm it up.
Yeah.
And he kind of like literally looks at his two guys and he whispers real quietly, real discreetly.
And I'm pretending not to notice being, I'm pretending to be oblivious to his talking to the, like, I don't know that he's actually ordering a win. That was my entire,
And he pulls this cool looking little brooch that he had on his, vest and hands it to one of the guys. And when you do, you discreetly realize the brooch is actually a data stick in disguise. Probably his allowance. And he hands it to one of the guys and they both go taking off to take care of the mission. And, the mission is to come back with what he needs. And then he just looks at you and waves the nearest waiter over to bring another bottle of something really, really nice. And nice glasses.
Can you tell us less good guys that there's people running around with a huge data stick money bank?
No, because then if we get caught, whereas this way, I mean, get the goods. And then but I could always drop, hold it. What is my stealth is? That would be skullduggery, though, right? If I were to actually try and
pick his pocket,
pilfer it, yeah,
that would be a skullduggery. So
I do have 3,
Uma,
but I'm not going to do that right now.
Uma, give me a resilience as you take a nice hit of that nice, good amber wine that you were just.
Fuck. All right.
Oh.
So
I'm snuggling in closer to him.
You're snuggling in closer to him, and the kind of the last thing you hear is him saying, well, maybe we should go up to our, to my room, and you're just like, yeah, and he's like, well, let me pull one of the staff to come help us, because he doesn't want to drag you out of the room. He'd rather have someone gently.
Why would he drag me?
Because
I'd be willing at this point.
You failed your resilience roll and you're kind of passing out from the very strong alcohol you were just given. And you kind of blink your eyes a couple times as you get as the waiter that's escorting you guys out says, "Hey, yeah, we can use the staff elevator here for discretion." And he's just like, okay. And you hear him talking with the gentleman that he's going to tip him well, and maybe even come to our room later when we have a party tomorrow morning. We're having a farewell party, and then all of a sudden you kind of like are blinking your eyes and you're being kind of carried, so you're just staring at the floor and feet. And all of a sudden your eyes kind of blink and you're just like, why is that guy wearing work boots if he's a waiter?
Oh, shit.
And then you hear the lift doors start to close, and then you just hear sounds of struggle and a little of a stun weapon go off in close proximity to you as you kind of roughly are dropped to the ground. As you kind of realize you're gentleman suitor and you have just been rolled in the elevator.
Fuck! I am going to make. Oh,
okay. Fell right into the trap.
Yep.
And that's why Alina says I'm antisocial.
Yep.
And
we knew that these guys were coming for you. Like we knew these guys were coming for you.
But you sent me off.
Hold on, what? I didn't know these guys were coming for me. I was thinking I was like gonna get the jump on them, and
in
that
the very beginning, we sliced and we gave him 3 options.
True, I forgot.
You just screwed yourself.
My resilience.
No, you
or lack thereof.
You were like, let me chase the $sign, and now you're screwed. Oh, the credit sign.
That is Uma. That is Uma. She is trying to get herself out of
Totally were like,
servitude.
yeah, you want to fuck me in the butt? Yeah, come on, let's go. Form a line.
She was doing
Also
so good working this guy, so she figured she had it.
God.
Take a kidney while you're there, you know?
Yeah, no, fuck it. Take half of my liver; it'll grow back.
Yeah, Charlie the unicorn. Oh,
Next
damn.
time I see you, I'm like, you look a little thinner than last time I saw you.
Wow.
See, this is why Uma avoids spice, because she has a resilience of 1 green.
Well, that, that's why I was sold into slavery. That was originally supposed to go to a spice mine.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
And then they realize we can't put her to work in the spice mine. She catches 1 whiff of the raw spice and she passes out for 4 hours.
No.
It's because you have low resilience. You're a light drunk.
Right.
Yeah, I am.
And as poor Zarek, finished his mission, got the recording, you come back and just, you look in the restaurant and realize the booth is empty. All the glasses are still there, like nobody's cleaned up the table. And all of a sudden, the 2 bodyguard attaché guys come walking back with a nice jewelry box. And they kind of look across the restaurant at you, and you look across at them. And they just give this, like, huh? Shrug of, like, where'd they go? And then the one guy's like, I know where they went. They're at the penthouse.
Right?
They finally...
So is there any way I can roll like a percentage die or something to be like, let me check on my friend, see where she's at? Like,
maybe I see something outside of the library window.
So Jannog, the data pad is missing as well off the table. And you do know about the tracking software. You could possibly do a computers, and if you have 3 advantage or a buttload of success, I would give you the 3 locations she's at right now. See how this is great? I can hoist you on your own program.
Right. No, I got it.
Okay, let me set your difficulty.
Yeah.
And I'm giving you a blue dice because you've cracked that stuff. Okay?
Oh boy. All right, ready?
Yep. Oh! You're fattening the roll there. Let me get you upgraded there.
A little bit.
Okay, it's a good. Hey, it's a good story element for it.
Oh.
Charlie the unicorn?
You've never seen that?
No.
Charlie! Candy Mountain, Charlie!
Don't ruin it if they've never watched it. It kills brain cells, but it's funny as fuck.
It's gonna be something Kelly's giggling at tomorrow morning at work.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yep.
It's the whole series, all 4 little shorts.
Well, I'll have to watch it tomorrow then, since it's already after 9.
Okay, so before we wrap up, I'm assuming Zarek reports back to everybody that she's missing.
I suppose discreetly.
As everybody's
kind of embarrassing.
Oh God, she's got the claim ticket for the ship.
Right.
I wouldn't have that on me.
You would leave it in the safe.
Anyway.
It would
Peter
be in my.
Still murder everybody coming into the thing, so it doesn't matter.
But still, it doesn't go with the dress.
So off screen when you get told about she's missing, and Jannog's like, I got this, and you pull out your data pad, plug it in the wall, and start doing your back hack into her box. Her data pad kind of turns on. That's what that thread is the screen lights up because it's being activated. And you turn it on and ping the location, and it gives you 3 locations because, of course, you get the echo. Unfortunately, not enough advantage to get rid of your echoes. So you know that she is, and I'm going to ping the maps here for her. Should I put circles? Let's put circles since we're wrapping up. So the circles will be there later. Or the squares, as the case may be.
Anyway.
And we're going to pick red for danger. So she's either at this bungalow over here, discreetly at the edge of the facility. She is either at the tram station over here, or she's downstairs over here. Those are the 3 locations that immediately chime when you ping them. And then I'm assuming
hack the computers
and
for
then
the cameras.
I'm assuming you're gonna set the ping to give you the updates, so that way you get the real-time updates.
Yes.
Because think about it, if you're like somebody else that's sneaky, every hour it pings 2 random locations and 1 real location.
Yep.
If she stays in one place long enough, which one of those 3 boxes didn't move?
Exactly.
Don't spend too long in one place.
Well, so I thought the person would remember that, but it just didn't really work out, and I can't. You
Motherfucking
can't be like, hey!
triumph on a seduction. You cash that in for as many triumphs as you can keep rolling.
Yeah.
It's all triumphs until a despair happens and great grandmother calls asking where all the credits are going.
Exactly.
You're not buying pirate ships again, are you?
It's like, this could be my ticket out of indentured servitude.
I didn't say I blamed you, but I am blaming you.
Yeah.
Okay, so as your data pad gets pinged, off camera you see poor Uma tied to a chair by it looks like some curtains have been pulled down, and tied to her chair next to her is her gentleman suitor who seems to have
she's into kinky shit? I'm turning it off.
and just as that's happening, the rest of the group gets together, and that's a good place to wrap it up there.
Nice.
I mean,
I should have told her no.
Currently, Jannog is a hacking god. Alina is like the library unicorn.
Bitch.
And I'm the failed bodyguard. Wonderful.
And you guys thought I was mean for turning the Rhodian away. Rhodian, of all.
Oh no, I honestly didn't
approach me.
Well, see, out of character knowledge, he was a anthropologist, not architect, anthropologist, archeologist.
Working for the
nice.
See, you could have maybe found a Jedi
lost Jedi temple
or something like that.
Yeah. Oh my
Which would have totally been better than our fearless leader getting fucking drugged and tased off.
Yeah, but that
now we gotta go on a rescue mission. Like, pull yourself together. I know you're all kind of like woozy. Can you stand still a little bit? Let's
snap
go.
out of it.
And I'm like totally out of my element with this whole relaxed thing and being a bodyguard.
And in each second,
told me anything because I was going to actually go try to play nice with the Rhodian the next day.
Hey, I mean, you could see that he's got a book there on like ancient temples of the Jedi. That if you cared to look at what he was doing after you made him go skulk off and hide in the corner.
Yep, we'll save that for next session.
So that is a good place to wrap it up there. And thankfully, Jannog's got some ideas of where to go, and he's now got like 4 or 5 guys going, that's the guy. So we need to know what Jannog's hacker handle is, by the way. You're going to by next session, you're going to have a hacker handle.
Okay.
All
right.
My Scion hacker, her handle is Panarchy.
Nice.
Because she's the scion of
Hermes.
Hermes.
Nice.
Yeah, she's a hacktivist.
And the world needs more of those. We were promised those, damn it.
All right, I gotta go.
All right,
good night, guys.
All right, later, guys.
Really quick,
watch that video.
XP, yes, you guys get 15 XP because you did all kinds of crazy things.
All right.
How much?
15. Not the 5-0 you heard. 15.
All right. Good night, guys.
All right.
Good night.
All right. Good night.
So Janong is now going to become a super, whatever that's called.
Super Cyber Slicer.
Well, he's, I'm gonna. Where did I put that?
You put it somewhere
career?
so discreet that.
Oh no, I gotta add it to the character sheet. Character
to the
info.
talents. Yep.
For the career, because I'm gonna add the
career skills.
Yep. And
definitely check out the Slicer book for that, for the one that's got the career, because it's got some really good things that you can do.
Nice.
And we know Janog's going to need some more probes. Shield probe, camera probe, weapon probe.
Well, yeah. So I mean, there's a ton of probes I really want. Like, let me see here.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I'd take a half dozen Jedi training probes and just let them stun the crap out of somebody.
Right.
Well, so there's those. There's the butterbugs.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised you don't have a shield probe, but
Well, those are things I was gonna buy, but I was like, well, let's see where this takes me, if I'm getting shot at a lot or not. What was the other? There's another probe I wanted.
Too many bad probe jokes there.
Right?
He's a little reptile man who wants to probe things.
Yep. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a bad idea to go chasing off after them.
Yeah, there's the service patch drones.
Mm-hmm. So that we got little helper when you got to weld things.
Right. Well, so I've already got one butterbug, which I can send to do a minor repair. But for every butterbug that I buy, like 2 minors equal moderate. If I get like 3, then I can do like a major. They like upscale themselves. So the more I have, the more I can fix the ship in a combat scenario.
They can do the DRD thing from Farscape.
Right.
Cute little guys rolling around. And then you actually build a maintenance droid.
Right.
Or yeah, I could if we put our money together, I could build one easily.
See,
well, I wouldn't say easily, but
out of game info, if there was a thing for each of you guys except for Zarek, since he was glued to Uma. It was either Zarek accidentally failed and got spotted and got dragged off with the people, or it was Janog being kidnapped because the casino wants to use Janog's hacking skills.
Right.
We have a hacker in the hotel, and we thought it was you, but it's not.
Huh. So wait, there's nothing for Alina? You mean?
Oh, there was the Rodian is for Alina, because you could have made a friend, and then the Rodian gets kidnapped because he has archaeology information.
I see.
Yeah.
He was the one person to read this manuscript before it was destroyed in a battle. I hate when I'm secretly looking for, a holocron, and the last map was destroyed. Does anyone have a Rodian with a IDX memory?
So I'm picking up saber throw for 25 points.
Okay.
Nice.
So while you're sitting at the beach, you've got this nice rock that you're flicking in the air, saber style, and catching, getting your practice in. And apparently, I think I have to go break up the dog and the cat, because it sounds like the dog is flirting with the cat and keeping Kelly awake. And on the flip side, I upgraded my computer's memory today, and it's working a lot nicer.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Which means I have to do the same thing for Kelly's.
So I figured out the ordering issue I was having. I found a post that basically said that if you're doing the breakout window for character sheet, that there's some kind of toggle that you can change. Could not find that toggle, doesn't seem to exist anymore, but I basically turned off the pop-out sheet and that allowed me to then rearrange things, and then I just turned it back on.
There you go.
Nice. So it's when you make it a pop-out window, it glitches.
It
Yep.
loses some of its functionality.
That's good to know.
Yep.
This from the poor guy who has to put all those NPCs in, and when he puts something in, he's like, screw it, I'll leave it. I'll find that creature's tail sweep when I need it.
So I can gain the ability to use an emergency repair patch to heal.
To heal yourself?
No, for a droid, right?
I don't know. It says gain the ability. It's engineered
which redundancy.
Is it?
Okay.
It's under the cyber or the cyber tech. It's engineered redundancy. It says gain the ability to use emergency repair patch to heal. Additionally, can be healed with mechanics check. So I can heal myself.
Oh yeah, that's for anyone with cybernetics. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, there you go. I just put a little basic anything intel or cybernetic in somebody and be like, mechanics roll for days, bitches.
Especially your gank friend who'll be like, yes, please use that ability on me.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, because you're talking 2 yellow and then
a lot of green.
4 green, 4 green.
Yeah, and those are 3-point repairs?
Mm-hmm.
And there's no limit on those, right?
Yep. So it's stem, mechanics.
Right.
Yeah.
It's only 3, but there's no limit on or decline in the usage.
It doesn't decrease.
Uh-huh. It's consistent, so that way you keep using your hands as shields and keep getting them tore up, and then stick one hand behind your back and let him mechanic the hand, or you're fisticuffing with your other hand.
My next 70 experience points will be all going towards getting my agility up to 6, so I will be able to Ginsu with my lightsaber.
Ooh, dedication. That's a big investment.
Yep.
Yeah. What suffers during that transition, though?
So all I need is 20 more points to get it up to 5, and then the 50 points would be to actually raise it up 1 more point, because I'm at the point in my tree where I have 5 points left. At 25 points, I can buy a certain skill that gives me 1 more point to any one stat.
Okay.
So.
Alrighty, guys. I'm going to have to jump off for reals.
All right, man. Later.
Yep,
Later.
Talk to you later.
Have a good night, gang.